Anybody who saw Esther, favor. Whoa. Okay, here's our question. Why? God sometimes does this Esther-esque kind of a thing. He makes people exceptionally something. Intelligent, musical, athletic, energetic, funny, beautiful in this case. Why does surpassing beauty exist like that? Okay, two answers. The first one is for God's glory. Please hold on to that. Glory is that awesome Bible word for the sum of all the perfections of God as they collide into each other and make him the greatest being in the universe. His holiness, his goodness, his truthfulness, his mercy, his patience, his loving kindness, his beauty. All of these things collide together to be the glory of God. Beauty is one of those elements. All earthly beauty is derivative of this beauty that is supposed to drive us back to God. That means that all beautiful stuff exists for the purpose of magnifying the glory of God. How does Psalm 19 say this to you? The heavens, declare the glory of God. You feel that? A crystal clear, starry night is exceptionally beautiful, and that beauty exists to declare and make known and show off the glory of God. It's the same thing here with a beautiful person. We shouldn't shy away from noticing that God has done this. But that noticing should drive us to worship the one from whom all beauty emanates. Okay. So that's one reason that you have to have anchored. But there's a second one, and that's this. When God makes one person exceptionally intelligent, musical, athletic, energetic, funny, beautiful, he does it for the good of others, and especially for the good of his people. This is explicit in the story of Esther. So here's the story. Esther grows up Jewish and drop-dead gorgeous. Nobody really knows about the Jewish part. Everybody knows about the drop-dead gorgeous part. You can't miss it. She then gets whisked away as a teenager into this morally bankrupt but unavoidable beauty contest to become queen. And what happens with Esther? Everyone who sees her melts. Esther was winning favor in the eyes of all who saw her, including who? Including the king of Persia. Verse 17. The king loved Esther more than all the women. She won grace and favor in his sight more than all of them, so that he set the royal crown upon her head and made her queen instead of Vashti. Esther's exceptional beauty brings her to this place of influence as the queen of Persia. What happens next in the story? The Jews come under a genocidal death sentence, and they desperately need someone in a position of influence to rescue them. And who happens to be sitting right there? It's exceptionally beautiful Queen Esther. Mordecai writes to her. These are his words. They're central to the story and especially to this sermon today. He says, Esther, you have to go to the king and intercede for your people. And how does he frame the whole thing? What does he end with? It's the most famous verse in the book of Esther. Who knows whether you have not come to the kingdom for a time such as this?